It's official, ladies and gentlemen. The first DLC has now been revealed. Welcome to this information sharing video. That's right, NEXAT is coming to Farming Simulator 25. As of today's blog post, the 11th of February, we have some information, some visuals to share. So, something to kick off the first year of additional content for Farming Simulator 25. On March the 11th, you can start using the world's first holistic crop production system, NEXAT. Pre-order is available on PC and consoles. If you've got the season pass, I need to be very clear about this. If you've got the season pass, you get it for free. I often do these videos and people will message me and say, do I have to pay for it? If you've got the season pass, it is free. If you don't have the season pass, you can buy the individual DLCs as they come out, or you can still buy the season pass. The season pass is always available. You can pick that up at any point if you want to. Having the season pass will save you 25% overall if you buy all the DLCs. So you've got to weigh up yourself whether or not you're going to buy them individually. There might be a DLC in there you think, oh, I don't know if I want that or not. So it gives you the option, but you will save money if you do get the DLC. There are links in the description. If you get the option to put in a partner code, putting in the partner code MrSealyp will help me massively. So, on with the information. First image. Well, actually, no, let's talk about the company a little bit, actually. The company was founded in 2017. I've got a bit of information. You know, it's information shown. It was founded in 2017 by Felix and Clemens Calverkamp. Calverkamp Innovation. So it's quite a young company. They're based mainly out of Lower Saxony in Germany. The company's quite small, 150 employees, but combined with all their employees, over 50 years of expertise in various different fields. I think the Calverkamp brothers have worked in various different agricultural industries and have gained quite a lot of knowledge. It's the sort of motto of doing more with less, and that's the point of this system, the NEXAT system. We have had, I'm playing devil's advocate, we had on FS22, we had the widespan vehicle system by Dogface and BDB-SSB, which is this, in essence. This is the official licensed version of that, pretty much. There's some information I'm going to get to later on in the blog post info regarding what you get in this pack, which leads me to some conclusions, which we won't know until the pack actually releases or we get some more information, but, you know, it will make more sense as we talk a little bit more. It does say in the information on their website, and I was looking this all up, I thought it'd be fascinating to find out the real facts behind it all. Each module implement can be switched out on this by one person in 10 minutes, which reduces the amount of farm workers, I guess. That's the whole point behind some of this as well. They have got plans to make it autonomous. They have got plans to make the switching of equipment modules of it autonomous. They've got plans to make it run on, was it hydrogen cells as well? So it wouldn't run on diesel engines and that kind of stuff. It's incredible what they're looking at moving forward with this. And potentially with the widespan vehicle system as it is, because of the span of it, the span of the sprayers, the span of the headers and that kind of stuff, it reduces the amount of soil compaction, because they reckon when operated to its maximum, 95% of the land, of the arable field or whatever it is you're going on, never gets touched, never gets wheels on it. That's incredible, really, when you think about that. Anyway, NEXAT stands for Next Generation Agricultural Technology. And it does say it is the world's first holistic crop production system. It's based on a strong, versatile and wide-span carrier vehicle, which is the first image you will be looking at now. That is the vehicle and the system. Now, if you're new to the game, you might not have used the wide-span vehicle system from 22. The premise behind this is it runs down the road in one configuration, narrow, quite long. It's a big bit of kit, and from that image you can see obviously they've picked one of the smallest vehicles in game, the Piaggio next to it, but it's a big bit of kit. And then when it gets to the field, it twists and opens out, the cab rotates around, the wheels twist, and it will run down the field in its widest configuration, which is pretty cool. So, it lets you integrate various interchangeable modules. It aims to reduce the total number of required machines. That way, the all-in-one machine handles tasks like tilling, planting, spraying in one pass and harvests to the highest efficiency. This pack, and this is what I was talking about, comes with 12 machines from 7 brands. So NEXAT are working with, in real life and obviously now in game, with various different companies. So the modules that are used with the NEXAT are from those companies. So they're not necessarily their own versions. Some bits and bobs are, but companies are working with them to be innovative moving forward with the technologies available. So the next image we're going to be looking at, this is the Cedar, I think image 2, if I've got this right. Now, again, some of this is extrapolation, some of this is looking at the various different companies' websites, and some of this is looking at the NEXAT website. So that is the seed unit. Now, from what I can gather from the image, you've got the widespan vehicle itself. You've got the Väderstad seed hopper on the top, the yellow section. We've then got the Väderstad Inspire seeder. Now, we have got the Väderstad Inspire and the Väderstad Tempo in this pack. And from looking at the Väderstad website and from what we've had in game before, Tempo series is normally planters. The Inspire series are seeders. So I think that's the seed unit version. You can also tell by behind the vehicle, it hasn't got those long lines we get in game from the planters. Those little lines you get on the map, which I think we can see a little bit better in the image of the planting unit going on. Now this as well potentially has a cultivator unit on the front of it. There's a disc harrow section, a carrier disc on there. So what I'm not sure about at the moment, and the fact it's referring to 12, which it says, I'm going to read out now, with the NEXAT pack you get 12 machines by 7 brands. Included next to the carrier vehicle are the NEXCO harvesting module, as well as implement modules from leading agricultural brands for spraying, seeding, fertilising and more. Now the fact they're referring to 12 separate machines, that intimates to me that each one of those gets attached individually. Now whether you can run just the cultivator unit, because I think there is a separate cultivator unit in this pack as well, again we'll get to that later on, or whether when you get the unit it comes with the hopper, with the seeder, with the disc, so it is a direct drill in all intents and purposes, this particular unit, the seed unit. Or whether each one of those is an individual implement you have to attach separately. We won't know that yet. Whether they're referring to 12 separate machines, because in real life they are, I'm not sure, but I say we'll find out. So we have got Einböck, Geringhoff and Väderstad are also represented, while Dammann, Evers, Agro and Wienhoff make their debut to the Farming Simulator series. We'll talk about those in just a moment. The next image we should be looking at, if I've got this right, is the planting unit. So this should have the widespan system. This has got the Väderstad seed hopper on the top as well. And then it should be the Väderstad Tempo planter. And if you look behind on that image, you will see what I'm talking about. The lines you get with the planting texture when we use planters in game. So that's the planting unit. And again, I'm assuming though all those sections come up separately, but you know, who knows at this point in time. Next image should be the NEXAT widespan, and it should be the NEXAT NEXCO harvest module, which is the whole back bit, which should be the hopper that whatever you're harvesting with will go in, the throat of the harvester, all the gubbins, the main bit of the harvester. So that's the harvester module. On the front of that we've got the header. Now in this pack we get 2 different headers, again as far as I have managed to extrapolate. What I think is on that one, because that's harvesting a regular crop, is the let me get it right, the Geringhoff TruFlex razor, which is a draper header. So I think that's correct, and I think there is a corn header. It doesn't get shown in any of the images, but it does refer to the Geringhoff Rota disc 2030B, which I think is the corn header version. So you would put on the whole NEXCO harvester pack like you would do with a harvester. That's the harvester, and then you attach your header on the front of it. So I think that's the TruFlex draper on that image on the front of there. And as far as I'm aware, I don't see any reason why not. It's not showing it off the back there. You should still be able to do a straw swath. I don't see any reason why you shouldn't be able to do straw swath off the back of that. In the real world, the beauty of this system for doing direct drilling straight afterwards is this will spread or can spread more efficiently all of the debris out the back for no-till and for better breakdown of stubble and residue off the back of the harvest unit. So, sorry, the next image should be, again, if I've got this right, we should be looking at the widespan system, and then it should be the Dammann sprayer module. Now, Herbert Dammann, the company, I looked on their website again, there's no specs for this yet in game, but in real life, that boom, that green boom, I think this all comes as one unit, and it does say on that those yellow sprayer tanks, I think it says Dammann on those, it should do. This has a span of up to 70 meters in the real world, and the tank is 18 to 22,000 litre capacity. Again, real world. I don't see any reason at all why that wouldn't be the case for the game, and whether we will get different span options or not, I'm not too sure. But in the real world, that can go up to 70 meters, so a fair old span width on that when you're going across the field. I'm really excited for this. I mean, like I say, the wide span vehicle system was cool anyway. So yeah, there's no reason to say this isn't going to be just as cool. And then finally, we should have, if I've got this right, we should have the Wienhoff slurry system. So it should be the widespan vehicle, the Wienhoff slurry module with the Evers Agro Toric NX 1400 cultivator, which is on the front section just below it. I say cultivator, it is a cultivator injector. So it will cultivate and inject the slurry that comes down from the tank into the field as we go across. It's a fantastic looking bit of kit. I really like that. Again, we don't know capacities or anything like that. In fact, it's saying 1400. Is that a 14 meter width? Is that a 14,000 litre tank? I don't know at the moment. We don't have any of that information. But it's a fantastic looking pack. Also that. So onto the list of machines. I have talked about some of the bits already. Some of the bits we haven't seen. Like I say, I went to the websites to have a look. So the NEXAT widespan, that's the main vehicle. The NEXAT NEXCO is the harvest module. The Dammann sprayer module, we've seen. Now it says Einböck CHOPSTAR MAX. Now I don't think we've seen that yet. That, in the real world, is a cultivating unit. So I don't know if we've got an individual cultivator you can just put on and cultivate with this system, potentially. The Evers Agro Toric NX 1400, we've seen. That's the cultivator injector. We've got the Geringhoff Rota Disc 2030B, my extrapolation being that's the corn header. The Geringhoff TruFlex Razor, that is a draper header. The Väderstad carrier. Now the carrier under the Väderstad range is also a cultivator. So that makes me think that's the cultivating unit that goes with, was it the Seeder that had it, to make it a direct drill. We've then got the Inspire and the Tempo, again, which I think the way round is the planter and the Seeder. And then the seed hopper itself, and then we've got the Wienhoff slurry module. So 12 items, 7 manufacturers in this pack. Which brings me on to talk about the bits that no one wants to hear, but we have to talk about because it's part of YouTubing, it's part of the whole thing, and also part of the game. The Year 1 Season Pass is available, of course it is. As I already stated at the start, if you buy the Season Pass, you will save 25% over all of the DLCs if you were going to buy them all individually. Now, again, it might be that you think, you know what, having a smaller amount of money each time a DLC comes out is easier to handle than paying the full amount up front now, and that's absolutely fine. However you want to go about it is entirely up to you, and there may be, like I said, some DLCs you might not want, so you might decide, actually, I don't want to go for the Season Pass, and that's absolutely fine, but it is available. The Season Pass is $44.99 in euros, and it said US dollars as well. It didn't matter what I changed it to on the website, it kept saying $44.99. The Year 1 and Year 2 Season Pass and FS22 were $29.99, so it has gone up. It has, but then everything in the world has gone up, I suppose, and companies are raising their prices to match it. It is the way it is. I don't know what the individual DLC price will be yet because it hasn't been released. This is just the information we're being given. So hopefully when this blog goes live and there'll be the pre-order available, there'll be prices, and I should have a code. So like I said earlier, there should be links in the description if you want to use the code to go through to make it easier. That's absolutely great. So now we know that the Year 1 Season Pass, that first block that just said first quarter, now says NEXAT pack. March 11th, 2025 is when it releases. We have then got the second quarter, Performance on Plains and Prairies. The third quarter is the Stars Align. And then fourth quarter, Dive into a new map, which is the big expansion, new map, whether we'll get new stuff. Now, they also did announce the other day, I did a video on that, the roadmap moving forward about extra stuff, content, remastered maps that are going to be coming out. So there is going to be other content that will be coming out between all of these DLCs as we move forward as well. I'm excited for it. I mean, it looks like a very cool pack. There's a lot of stuff in there. Again, playing devil's advocate, I don't know. I mean, I suppose modders there are so many mods in the mod hub for FS22, and there's a lot of mods already for FS25. Have we already had this in game? Yes, technically, with the widespan vehicle system. So is it new? Not really for the game. That being said, it is new for FS25, and it is an officially licensed pack, I guess, is the other way to look at it. But there you go. I hope you found all this information helpful, useful, informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you choose to do. Thanks for watching.